On the legacy that speaks, we are honored to have our guest who is going to speak on the legacy of our late Bishop Cyril. You are welcome.
Thank you.
On to personal encounter with him. When did you first meet him and what was your impression of him?
It was on 2015 and I met a loving person.
As we speak of his spiritual life, what verse would you say he liked emphasizing?
On Isaiah that speaks that do not forgive, do not fear.
On spiritual life, which verse did he like emphasizing on?
Do not fear.
In his leadership, what made his leadership unique?
Is a person who likes people to reconcile.
On character and daily life, which character did he like to demonstrate every day?
Loving Christ.
In legacy and impact, what value did he impact in you that you would like to carry forward?
Giving.
On the final reflection, if you could say one last thing, what would you tell him?
Bishop, we loved you, but God loved so much.
As earlier said about the legacy that speaks, we have one of our honored guests who is privileged to be one of his granddaughters, who is gonna speak to us about the legacy that speaks. You are welcome.
Thank you.
When did you first meet Bishop and what was your impression of him?
The first time I met Bishop was in junior camp. He was really kind and humble to me.
As we talk of his leadership, what would you say made his leadership unique?
When it comes to leadership, I think he's just himself. He's not proud. He's not selfish either, because most of the leaders I see, most of them called Bishop, they are really proud. They don't know how to just talk to people nicely, but to him, he was just himself, friendly, and most of all, he was kind to everyone.
On character and daily life, what character will he demonstrate in his life outside church?
Character, I'll just say humility.
On legacy and impact, what is it that he impacted in you that you'd like to carry forward?
That's one of the tricky questions, but what he impacted in me? As a leader, he used to tell me that I should really try my best not to be proud of myself, even he impacted on me the virtue of humility regardless of my status.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the cooperation, and we look forward to.
Hi Steve, are you ready for the quick fire question about the life of Bishop?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Number one, when did you first meet Bishop and what was your first impression of him?
I met Bishop actually when I was still very young. That was way back. I can't remember which year it was, but it was way back. And I saw a leader. I saw a man who was so much connected to God, and I saw a man who could take the church to the distance that the church is in right now. And even after his death, we really feel like there are some unfinished business that Bishop was supposed to, undertake for the growth of this church. Yeah.
Can you describe a moment when the relationship with him became personal and significant?
About Bishop, there are so many moments that I can remember. One very moment that I will never forget is the times that he used to call me. There's a time Bishop used to call me like very early in the morning, maybe around 6. He will call me, Rabare, I want you in the office, there is something that I want you to help me with. So I will tell him that, Bishop, I've got some errands that I need to run at around maybe 7, so I may not make it to the office. And Bishop will laugh and tell me, and Bishop will laugh and tell me that, no, you have to let everything go, and please, I need you so quick in the office. So I will run, and when I meet Bishop, I will help him handle the software part of the system that was helping to run the church. And Bishop will say that, truly, your father never taken a cow to school. He sold the cow to the market, and he took a boy to school. You're so genius, and that really makes me never forget about who Bishop was.
What stood out most about his prayer life, preaching, or spiritual discipline?
I would say consistency. Bishop was so much consistent in his preaching, the standard of which Bishop used to bring his preachings, his teachings, and his spiritual life. Bishop really works on consistency. He was someone who we really loved as a church, and even up to this moment, we really miss a lot about his preaching, and we really miss a lot about his spiritual life. He was a man who was consistent, and what I learned about him is just be consistent in the Word of God and in Christianity and in the life of believing in Christ. Just be consistent. Bishop was a consistent prayer warrior.
What kind of leader was Bishop in moments of challenge, pressure?
In times of challenge, I was with him when there were challenges, even in the district, even when things were not working out at the national level, and at many capacity. I saw Bishop was a very calm person in terms of pressure and in terms of challenges. Bishop always handled challenges and pressure in a very calm way, and he sorted his things with a very calm attitude that never brought or never escalated any problem. So I would say that and summarize it, that Bishop was a calm person who handled his issues and challenges in a very calm way. Yeah.
What was Bishop like outside of church or ministry setting?
So many incidents. I remember one time we were not at the office, and we just took a walk. That was way back. I believe it was in 2023, immediately when he left the hospital, and in 2022, and that was in 2023 when we just took a walk out of the office and out of the church setup, and we were just talking, we were just touring. That's when I noticed and realized that Bishop is a very open-minded person, and we were just talking about our things. We were just talking about our relationship together. We didn't talk anything about the church. We didn't talk anything much more as far as the church umbrella may be concerned, but we were just talking about our personal life. And truly, I will just say that Bishop is somebody who is funny, is loving, and is a good friend. You will see a person that he knows, and he will tell me a story about that person, where they met and how they met and how the relationship between that person was. We'd buy like watermelons and fruits. He liked walking in the market so much, and he loved fish. That I have to say. And so we used to do a lot of market walks and everything with Bishop together when we were outside the church setup. Yeah.
Can you share a funny, surprising story, personal one about him?
Yeah, Bishop generally, I think as far as I've met the clergy, I would really say that I've never met a funny clergy as Bishop is. Bishop is a very funny, very funny bishop. He was a very funny bishop. Anytime that I visited him in the office, Bishop used to smile, Bishop used to laugh, Bishop used to crack jokes. And Bishop, by the way, it's only Bishop Cyril Odendo who didn't have like an adult friend or a child friend or a youthful friend or an aged friend or a female friend or a male friend. Bishop made everybody to be his friend. So he was so funny and making joke with everybody. Bishop could tickle you, Bishop could make some funny joke, Bishop could call you thinking that maybe you want to say something serious just only to crack a joke. Like I remember one time Bishop just made a call, and I thought that he went to the United States for, I think it was an assembly or something. That was last year. I believe it was in 2024. Yeah, that was in 2024 when he went there. So he called me, and I was even scared and nervous. Bishop is calling me, but I didn't know what Bishop wanted to tell me. So Bishop just cracked jokes, and we were just laughing, and I made some screenshots about happy moments with Bishop, and that is who he was. He could call you, maybe you think he's going to tell you something which is much more serious, but he will just be this funny person who say, I've opened my ears, just tell me everything that you want to tell me. I want to listen to you. You're the person that I've given all my attention and ear. Bishop gave us attention and listening ear, and he was just a funny person and a vibe. Yeah.
How has your life personally changed because of him?
Bishop has impacted my life in so many ways, and not only me, but to the youths of the Church of God of Prophecy, Bishop has changed our life in so many ways. Through him being the leader, and through him also giving us the opportunity to serve with him together and to serve in our ministries. So as youths, we have really benefited, and personally I will say that I've benefited from the leadership of Bishop. This is a man who gave us the opportunity to lead, the opportunity to serve, the opportunity to learn, and the opportunity to grow spiritually, and the opportunity to make it in whatever steps that we'd like to make in a spiritual setup. So I would say that Bishop has impacted my life a lot. His teachings were so much impactful. I remember when he was introducing the theme, the 2023 theme of the year at the Nairobi Excellence Worship Sanctuary, Bishop said something that I will never forget, and I will quote that Bishop said that choosing nothing is not an option, and he went and cemented it by saying that faith without action is dead. So it means that the action part of it here is choosing something. You have to choose something, because choosing nothing is not an option according to Bishop. So that really impacted my life, and that as a youth I'm growing knowing that choosing nothing is not an option. The option is you have to make a step, you have to act. Yeah.
What will you miss most about him?
I will miss funny moments about Bishop, and I will miss the calls that he used to make. Recently, just like I think it was maybe 12 days before he took his last breath, Bishop called me, and we had some talks, and it was really painful. After Bishop was almost hanging up the call, for the first time Bishop told me that he loves me, and I told him that I love you back, Baba. So that really triggered something in me, and I really believe that I will never forget the last call that Bishop made to me. I will never forget about it. And most of the moments that he used to call me in the office, we were eating together. I used to tell me that, Rabare, now you are the technician, so sit on my seat and handle the software part of the machine and make sure that it's running properly. So he would take a stool and sit beside me, and I will be sitting on his chair, his seat, and he will tell me that now you are the boss, you can now swing around, you can now enjoy the seat. And Bishop was just I'm going to miss everything about Bishop. I'm going to miss everything about Bishop Cyril Odendo. Death has done us bad. I really don't know how to express my feeling right now. I really feel heartbroken, and I really feel bad. Yeah.
If you could say one last thing to him, what could it be?
I can say a lot of things about Bishop. If he can just come back to life for 1 second. One last thing that I will tell Bishop, I will just tell God to bless him so much, because he has left a generation that is so strong. He has left a generation that is really going to make sure that the church has been taken to another level. He has left people behind who he impacted their life, people he taught, people he preached to, people he advised, people he counseled, people that he talked to when marriages are not working, when things were not working, when life was not working, when people were having troubles with their job. Bishop used to speak to people, and things will work, and things would work. So one last thing that I will tell Bishop is just God to bless him for everything that he did to us. Yeah.